What's up, everybody? My name is Cap, the Everyday Gamer, and you're watching a team deathmatch on Village, Modern Warfare 3. I'm running around with my ACR, Scorpion Secondary. I'm using Sleight of Hand Pro, Hardline Pro, and Sit Rep Pro, I believe. Can't quite remember what the third perk is. Predator Missile, Reaper, and Pavlo. It's kind of my normal go-to assault class, basically, when things are working right. I'm going to say very quickly, Happy New Year. Hope you guys had a very safe and, semi-uneventful evening. And by that I mean you didn't run into any kind of problems or, anything. Hope you guys had a lot of fun, but, in the same time, I hope you guys were safe. Got to spend a nice relaxing evening with my wife, watched the ball drop, had a good time. It was just a lot of fun. Hope you guys did too. Now I was going to talk about this gameplay. This is the best gameplay I've ever had. It starts off just a tad bit slow here because I'm not quite sure how the round's going to work out. Because, if you know anything about me, sit down. Predator Missile time. If you know anything about me, you know that most of the time the lag is just against me here, and I struggle just to stay caught up. I'm a second behind everybody, and it just, I don't know, most of the time I'm struggling just to get anything going here. And in this particular round, I don't know what happened, but yeah, I didn't have any problems catching up at all. I guess I was on the other side of it where I was a second ahead. I didn't have any issues. I mean, bullets were registering. I wasn't taking much damage. And that's something else too, is when the connection's working like it's supposed to, I can actually take damage. I know, it's astonishing. I'm quite amazed too. Most of the time, I never see my screen turn red at all. It's like one bullet, poof, you're dead. Got another Predator Missile. Go ahead and sneak over here behind the tree and see what I can get with that. Couple guys camped out in the caves, see if I can get it. Triple! Oh yeah, love getting a triple or more with a Predator Missile. Oh, now I'm one away from a Reaper, so I'm kind of like, oh crap, I better, hang back just a second, hide in these trees a little bit and see what kind of comes of it. Alright, there's number 9. Oh, barely got him before he ran in the corner. And his buddy decided to try and get me, and he didn't. But you can see, I was able to take some damage and survive it. That's just extremely odd. I never get that. So, go ahead and call in my Reaper. I got that one death right there at the beginning after I got the first Predator Missile, and that's the only death I got this whole night. Or this whole round. I wish I could say that whole night. That'd just be astonishing, but I don't know what it was going on with this, other than I can say is that, man, when the connections are in your favor in this game is a lot of fun. I had a great time. For about 2 hours, everything seemed to be working in my favor. It was just, it was a blast. I mean, I was able to start using, I was running around with secondaries, I started using different weapons, I was running around with a shotgun. I leveled up a couple different perks that I'll never use. I was having a great time. Of course, there was a few laggy moments here and there, and a few random rooms, not a big deal, but it was, overall, it was actually the best night I've had since this game came out, and I wish every night could be like that, because I'd play this game all the time if it did. But sadly, very sadly, most of the time it doesn't work out that way. Most of the time I'm on the other end of it, which I think is probably where these guys are now, is why I'm doing so well, is that they're behind me. But oh well, I'm to the point now where it's like, if it requires somebody else having a bad connection for one round so that I can have a good one, that's fine with me. I have had plenty of bad ones. I think I deserve a good one here and there, and this was just fun. Such a good time with this. I don't know, I wasn't paying attention to the score as I was going through this and stuff, so I had no idea how I was actually doing. I was just astonished. I got my Pavlo in the sky, which I have to say, that thing's like a juggernaut with wings. Man, that thing is a beast. I don't think I've ever really called in a Pavlo before, and or I don't think I ever have, maybe in a care package or something, but wow, those things are pretty powerful. So I see this guy hanging out. He's camped out in here, saves some air support right in front of the cross. Give him his last rites and got another Predator Missile. So, round's already kind of drawn to a close, so let's see what I can get out of this. Boom, another triple. After I got that, I was like, seriously? Are these guys running around holding hands? I'm like, wow. Now, I don't know for sure if this room was just full of Christmas noobs. I'd like to think it was a whole bunch of really skilled players and I was just beasting them. But, realistically, I can say that it was probably a rather unbalanced room of us versus them, but that is okay. So I got my second Reaper in the air here. Pavlo just left, so these guys, you know, I've been on the other end, and it sucks when you play up against a guy that's got nothing besides air support just raining down the whole round. So, you know, kudos to most of these guys for sticking in with it. But, you know, after this round, I think all but one of them bailed anyway. So, you know, so I got my Pavlo standing by, but unfortunately I'm not going to get to call it in because, well, I won the round there with, you know, a nice little Reaper missile to the old buttocks. Actually, I think I hit him right in the head with it. So anyway, thank you guys so much for all your love and support. Hope you guys had a happy new year, and I will talk to you later.